got to give freebies to military. I mean, autographs.
Over here, Jen.
Yes. Also, make sure we get right into the back, too, yeah? Lovely.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Samantha. Hi. I've done extensive volunteer work with the LGBT teen community because unfortunately, the suicide rate is just so high.
Correct.
The number one thing that I get asked is, how do you stay strong when, I know this wasn't you, but when your family turns against you, your church you grew up in turns against you, your best friend turns against you.
Well,
what advice would you have for these young people that are hurting so bad because it feels like the entire world abandoned them when they need them the most?
My advice would probably, it's a difficult one to answer, but I gotta be honest with you, and part of my whole thing is about being honest. And the fact that these young gay and lesbian and transgender teens are, who want to be transgender or whatever, they're coming out, I think it's fantastic. I think it's great that they're being who they are and loving who they are. However, if the family turns on them and wants to disown them, or if the church, whatever, turns on them and wants to disown them, my advice, you turn on them before they turn on you. You disown them. You tell them, if you're not going to love me, I don't want you in my life. I don't want your support from the church that I grew up with that teaches love and Christianity and now disowns me. I don't want you part of it. But before you do that, make sure, like someone perhaps like yourself or others out there who support teenage charities, which are great to support, and if they need a roof over their head for a night, 2 nights, until they get themselves up on their feet because they're strong individuals and they want to do good in this world, give them a roof over their head before they do that jump and make that jump. That's the most important thing. So that's what my advice would be. I've got friends who've done it and suffered from that also, and their life is much happier because they have everybody around them who wants them there.
I always tell kids that your family are
Say it again?
I always tell the kids that your truest family are those that choose to be in your life, those that choose to.
Correct. I mean, when I came out to my parents, when I wrote about this in the book, the first thing I said to them, before I said it, I said, I want you in my life. If you don't want to be in my life, I'm prepared to turn and walk out this door and not come back. And it was the hardest thing I ever said to my mom and dad. But my mom and both of them turned to my mother, did one of those kind of dynasty walks, and she walked up to the other end of the room, and then she went, oh, I've known. And my dad was like, you know what? At this moment, I don't understand a lot about it, but I'm going to learn, and you're our son. We will always love you, and we are upset that you think we would turn on you. So I was shocked and overwhelmed. I was exceptionally lucky. But yes, when I say turn, I don't mean to be vicious to them, but just put the ultimatum. I am gay. If you don't want me in your life, if you don't want me here, I don't want you in my life, and I'm going to leave now. Pack my bags and go. Just make sure you have somewhere to go. Don't go out on the street, okay? And your charity would be great. And if people need any help, send them to my website or to my team on Twitter. We always have lists and addresses of places where people can go, okay? Thank you. And that would be